Hi, I am Miss Melody. I'm with the Orange Branch Library, and today we are doing story time. Today's story features around a story called The Hidden Feast, but before we get started, we're going to do our opening song, and it's new to me, so I would love it if y'all would help. And it is to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It, and it is Story Time is Starting. We're going to clap our hands, we're going to stomp our feet, we're going to shout hooray. So go ahead and help me out. Story time is starting, clap your hands. Story time is starting, clap your hands. Story time's begun, I hope that you'll have fun. Story time is starting, clap your hands. Story time is starting, stomp your feet. Story time is starting, stomp your feet. Story time's begun, I hope that you'll have fun. Story time is starting, stomp your feet. Story time is starting, shout hooray, hooray. Story time is starting, shout hooray, hooray. Story time's begun, I hope that you'll have fun. Story time is starting, shout hooray, hooray. Now today's first story I told you is The Hidden Feast. It is an American folk story from the South. And it is about some farm animals that got an invitation to go to a neighboring barn for a party. So, all the animals line up and they're heading out. The first one is Rooster. He led the way. Our next animal is Duck, and of course he's waddling over there. And then we've got Cow, who moseyed. And we've got Pig, and Pig just strolled. Next we've got Goat, and Goat pranced, and you can just tell by the way she's looking, she enjoyed it. Horse trotted. Sheep made sure to stay in line. And then we've got Donkey, who walked in the middle of the road. Guess why not? And then Chicken, who crossed it to get to the other side. So when they get to the farm, those people knew how to really throw a party. So they played games. They played things like pin the tail on the donkey. Donkey wasn't too happy about that. They played horseshoes, so Horse took off his shoes so they could do horseshoes. They also sang Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and Rooster here, being the bossy little guy he is, made sure that everybody remembered their lines. And they did the Hokey Pokey, because everybody loves that. When the dinner bell rang, all the animals went into the barn. So they sit down for their feast, and their hosts come out, and everyone got their very own big bowl, scoot him over, big bowl of cornbread. Like I said, this is a Southern folktale, so we got to have cornbread. And everybody was a little disappointed because they thought it was going to be more than cornbread. But everyone was pretty polite, except Rooster. That Rooster, he just got up and left. He didn't say goodbye to anyone, and he went home. So when the animals started eating the cornbread, being polite as they were, as they ate and got further down, there were different foods under them. We had black-eyed peas. We had peaches, fresh lettuce, bananas, chocolate pie. Had fresh carrots, corn, lime jello, and potatoes. So man, these animals had a feast. They all had their vegetables, they had their dessert, They go home and they're talking amongst themselves about what a good time they had, how good the food was. Rooster overheard, and he was disappointed that he had left before he got to the good part of the meal. So now he has vowed that it will never happen again. So if you go by a farm and you see the rooster pecking and like scratching at the ground, it's because he wants to make sure he gets to the bottom and never misses out on a feast again. Okay, so that is the story of the Hidden Feast. And now we're going to do our little counting rhyme. But before we do that, I'm going to show you a little bit of sign language that goes with today's story. So all these animals, and there's lots of them, they live in a barn, or they sleep in a barn. So barn is you take your thumbs in, you'll make like the top of it, barn, barn. And then for duck, since our next one is going to be 5 little ducks, the sign for duck is you use your thumb and your 2 fingers like a beak. And it's also proper if you want to do your 4 fingers. So that's duck. So this is 5 little ducks went out to play. And I know you probably know it, so feel free to sing along with me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ducks. So 5 little ducks went out to play over the hill and far away. Mother duck quacked, quack, 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 quack. And 4 little ducks came waddling back. 4 little ducks went out to play over the hill and far away. Mother duck quacked, quack, 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 quack. And 3 little ducks came waddling back. So we got 3. 3 little ducks went out to play over the hill and far away. Mother duck quacked, quack, 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 quack. And 2 little ducks came waddling back. 2 little ducks went out to play over the hill and far away. Mother duck quacked, quack, 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 quack. And 1 little duck came waddling back. 1 little duck went out to play over the hill and far away. Mother duck quacked, quack, 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 quack. You know what? All 5 ducks came waddling back. And so that is the end of today's story time. So I'm going to do my goodbye song. And this one is Hi Ho. Some of you may already know it, so feel free to sing along. Hi ho, it's time for us to go. So clap your hands, stomp your feet, wave goodbye, bye, bye, bye. See you all next week.